Race fans, let's celebrate this hat trick right now. At J17 at Jake Gallardo, getting it done. Humble in victory. Finding that mid-season heat here. It got a heat check for Jake Gallardo. Sparks are flying right now on this hat trick. Jake, man, you made it look relatively easy. You were just waiting for that opportunity. Jay Rosales opened it up for you, but you looked like you were going to try high, and then that restart happened, and then boom, rest is history. Hard charger on that race. How was the track tonight?
The track wasn't too bad, actually. Once again, you know, we watch it all night, and the top just looks absolutely dusty, and I always think it's just going to be one lane, and it usually is pretty one lane for the most part. You know, I saw a few passes, and they were kind of just running on the bottom, but when we go to when they pull us on the racetrack, they let us kind of blow the top off, and I think that's what makes it to where you can actually run up there. So, you know, when they started the race, I started 16th, and I ran the top the whole race and was able to pass a lot of cars on the top. So I was pretty good on the top, but once I got to the front, I never really went up there again. Like, once I got to the lead, they just kept telling me to run the bottom. So I didn't think I hurt anybody out there, so I was just gonna keep running the bottom until I thought I saw somebody out there. I tried to look at the camera a few times, but I didn't see, you know, but when I would look up there, they had the camera on somebody else, so I didn't really, I couldn't tell if I had a gap or not, but, you know, I got to the front. When I got to the lead, I didn't feel that good on the bottom, but I just thought there was so much traction down there. As long as you can get a little bit coming out, you're gonna be okay, because the middle and the top was just like, there was no traction at all. So all in all, it was a good night. You know, was able to come from way back there and was able to get to the front, and, you know, didn't tear nothing up. It was a good, I don't know where my dad ended up finishing, but all in all, it was a good team weekend. We'll just, I gotta thank everybody, Elias, Shane was helping, Javier, Eric, gotta thank my girls, Dalton, Aria, and Addie, the sponsors, JGF Built, Going Race Engine, Alan on the shocks, GR Race Cars, just everybody, all the fans for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Jake. I got one last question for you. You and your dad had almost some contact there coming out of two. You kind of put the pressure on him on the inside. What was going through your mind at that little moment?
Well, I think Jay bobbled a little bit, and then it made my dad kind of get on the brakes, and then I got on the brakes, but I thought my dad was kind of get off the groove, and I was just trying to make sure I was gonna hit the brakes, because I didn't want to like just take them out, but I was able to slow down enough, but still kind of like I wanted to make sure I got beside him, because I was afraid that I was gonna like, I think that's where he messed up. He kind of like probably had a chance to get beside Jay, but he kind of got on the brake too much and lost a chance, and I just kind of didn't want to hit him, but I knew I was just gonna really touch him, but I at least wanted to be in the traction. So when we both got back on the throttle, I was going to be in the moisture and he was going to be in the slick, so I was able to get him right there. I did end up hitting him, but it wasn't too bad to where our guys had to do too much body work this week, so we're good on that.
Sure, we love that. Jake, you're on a mid-season tear right now, man, and you got really fast here, and I mean, we're pretty much just expecting this lightning from you ever since. I mean, car's dialed in. How are you feeling about this thing right now?
I'm feeling really good. We've been trying, we tested a few weeks ago here, and just trying a totally different deal than what I've been running for the past few years, and it's kind of like I said the last time, it's kind of what my dad, he just tried some things a few weeks ago, and he actually looked like he picked up a lot of speed. So I usually don't ever go off of my dad's stuff. My dad's usually on just a totally different plan and on setups, and I always just do my own thing. So yeah, I feel really good. Like I said, we both are kind of on similar things. We still, you know, run a different few things. You know, we're two totally different driving styles, so we can't ever be the same thing. But I feel pretty good. We're testing and tuning and trying to do, you know, as much as we can. Like I said last time, we're going to that 100,000 to win race at Mississippi Thunder here in a couple weeks. So that's what we're trying to do, just trying to get as much speed as we can and test and I like this kind of racetrack, this slick stuff, because that's what we're gonna race over there. So I feel pretty good, feel pretty confident. That's the next time we race, we'll be over there. So, you know, we'll spend this next week just trying to get ready, and hopefully we have a good run over there.
Jake, we're gonna be cheering you on for 100K, man. Absolutely loaded and dialed in. Vado to all the faithful, and I got one last one here. Jake.
I forgot MVT. That's definitely one of the, you know, our main sponsors for everybody. This whole racetrack. I think Royal Jones. You know, without him, we wouldn't have this racetrack. We wouldn't have, you know, the support that we have. He supports all the racing, so for sure, I think MVT and Royal Jones.
Absolutely, a nod to the GOAT there, El Presidente, Royal Jones, and Mesilla Valley Transportation. You'll see their plug on a whole lot of cars all throughout the country. The Sea Valley Transportation has stamped their mark in racing, but race fans, Military Appreciation Night has come to a close. As one final hoorah to all you out there in the stands, and thank you. See you next week.